Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Kal Halayim, Yahweh wa Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakak Wadash. Much love and respect to you brothers out there doing the work in sincerity and truth. Just coming back with another video tonight. Just want to encourage brothers, just to have faith in the times that we're gonna be faced with ahead. You know what I'm saying? In the future. So I want to bring out Hebrews 11 and 32. It says, "And what shall I say more? For the time would fail me to tell of Gideon and of Barak and of Samson, of Jephthah, of David also and Samuel, and of the prophets, who through faith subdued kingdoms, wrought righteousness, obtained promises, stopped the mouths of lions, quenched the violence of fire, escaped the edge of the sword, out of weakness were made strong, waxed valiant in fight, turned to flight the armies of the aliens." All right. So going into this whole government shutdown, and the big topic is the government aid, the different programs that they aid to certain people of that low income, Section 8 and all that. A lot of women are under these benefits. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna hurt everybody, man. You know what I'm saying? If this thing goes down. But I'm speaking to the brothers, sisters, men, women, and children that believe in Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai and have stuck through all these years and believe in having faith. You got to remember, as I stated, or as I read here in Hebrews 11 and 32, "And what shall I say more? For the time would fail me to tell of Gideon, of Barak, and of Samson, of Jephthah, of David also, and Samuel, and of the prophets." Because when you read the accounts of these men, they all went through hardships, man. They were faced with hunger. They were faced with death. Some of them were put to death. So how much more us, man? The scriptures say in Peter's, and I believe it's 1 Peter chapter 4 verse 1, it says, "Arm yourself likewise the same as the mind of Yahweh HaMashiach, who suffered in the flesh." So we're not greater than the master. So if all these men went through it, so are we, man. It's just what it is that we have to have faith, man. You gotta have faith. And being afraid is that's a good thing, because you got people out here, they're not afraid, man, because they think this something like this would never happen. There's a rude awakening coming to America, man. I was talking to this African tonight, and I asked him about it, and I was like, you think that people are gonna be killing each other? Not, He was like, "Nah, I don't think it's gonna get to that level." I was like, "You don't think so?" He was like, "Nah." But you could tell he was real confident in that, and I was like, "Oh, okay." I was just seeing where he was at, mentally, but that's how a lot of these people are. The majority of these people, they don't think nothing's gonna happen, But we know through the scriptures these things are going to come to pass. We know the time of Jacob's trouble, So I'm reading these scriptures to show you that these prophets, these men, King David, they suffered things, man. It says in verse 35, "Women received their dead raised to life again." And going into the account of Elijah, it was during a time of a famine, man. When he took shelter with the woman and her son, and how he basically provided food. He increased their food, their oil, her oil, and if I'm not mistaken, the flour. Raised her son back to life after he had died. You know? So these men, they've went through things, man. Yeah, the Most High is gonna protect the elect, but we're still gonna have to go through certain things, man. What is Acts chapter 14 and 22 says, confirming the souls of the disciples that through much tribulation they enter into the kingdom of heaven, man. You know? But it's through that patience that we're gonna be able to possess our souls. We have to possess our souls within those times, man, and not haste or not flee in the time of trouble. But to you know, you gotta when the scriptures say not to flee, meaning that don't flee the righteousness, don't flee the faith. You know, yeah, you gotta flee a situation. Don't get me wrong. You ain't gonna walk through the motherfucking situation. You're gonna avoid the situation to continue enduring to the end. And your Most High, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, is gonna see a way out for you, man. All right, verse 36. And others had trial of cruel mockings and of scourgings, yea, moreover of bonds and imprisonment. Right? They were stoned, they were sawn asunder, were tempted. You know, where you gonna be tempted, man? Yahweh Shai, when he was in the in the wilderness for 40 days and 40 nights, right? He was tempted with hunger, man. That's why the devil said, you know, change one of these stones into bread. You know, and Yahweh Shai said, man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceeded out of the mouth of the Most High. You know, the word of the Most High is what a man's gonna live by. You know, so they were tempted into, you know, wanting to whatever it was to denounce the faith, man, through those pains. You know, hunger. All right, they were verse 37. They were stoned, right? They were sawn asunder, were tempted, were slain with the sword. See, they wandered about in sheepskins and goat skins, being destitute, afflicted, and tormented, man. They were going through hell, man. So how much more us? We're not greater than Yahweh Shai when Yahweh Shai went through hell, man. And we have to be mentally prepared for this, man. You know, nobody can really be mentally prepared, but you have to know and put your trust in Yahweh Shem Yahushua to see you through these things, man. All of us. Okay? Because at the end of the day, that's who it's gonna take. It's gonna take Yahweh Shai to give us that spirit to be able to laugh at you know, death and danger that occurs around us, man, as it tells us in the book of Job, man. It's through our faith, man. Through faith. It's the key thing, man. You gotta have faith. And like I always said in my videos, brothers, pay attention. The Most High always came to my aid at the very last, when I thought it was over. He always made a way to escape. You know, and he still does. You know, and that's how it's gonna happen for a lot of brothers, man. And you just gotta wait on the Lord, man, and don't lose your faith. At that last minute, when you think it's over, that's when you're gonna see that light. You're gonna see that door open, and you gotta take that door. You gotta go to that light, because that's Yahweh Shai delivering you from that situation, man. And there's so much that I've forgotten every single situation. So many that the Most High has always showed me. And I ain't just talking about where people will be like, oh, that's just, you know, that happens to everybody. No, man, there's certain things. Like I said, man, before I came into the truth, when I was faced with trouble, I went through that shit. I had to pay the full cost. When I started, you know, coming into the truth and doing the work and denouncing myself and denouncing the things of the world, I started seeing things change. Things were being like the scriptures say, if a man, in the book of Proverbs, a man's ways please the Most High, he maketh even his enemies to be at peace with him. You know? So how much more a situation that the Most High will make it better? You know what I'm saying? something lesser than the enemy, but at the same time can be just as destructive. But the Most High always made it better. He always corrected it. He always made the situation better, man. You know, there was a lot of times where I did put a lot of my energy towards something but the Most High showed me, hey, sit your ass back and wait. Let me show you what I can do. You know? So all this stuff that's going on with the government shutdown, it's the same thing, man. You know, we're all waiting for Yahweh Shem Yahweh's return, man. But the thing is this shit's gonna the way it's gonna happen quick, man. You know, yeah, there's things that are gonna lead to it. There's gonna be certain little stages that are gonna lead to the implementation of the mark of the beast. But this thing's gonna happen quick. You know, so either way, whatever goes down is the will of Yahweh Shem Yahweh, man. We just gotta keep doing what we gotta do. You know, prayer, staying, meditating on the word of Yahweh Shem Yahweh, you know, because this thing is really gonna happen, man. You know, this thing ain't no joke, man. Pick up that one real quick. This is this is in the book of Job 5:17. It says, behold, happy is the man whom Yahweh correcteth. Therefore despise not thou the chastening of the Almighty, because this is part of our chastening, man, the time of Jacob's trouble. Everybody's going to be affected, man. Just because we have this truth doesn't mean that we're all going to be just smiling and rejoicing all badass. No, man, it's not going to be like that. You know? You gotta think rationally. You know what I'm saying? Even in this time right now, the time that we're in right now, I'm talking about in our present time. You know, yeah, you're gonna have a good time and you're gonna be chilling with brothers and stuff, but that laughter is gonna be it should be transformed into mourning. You know, like I said in the video that I made earlier, man, people are gonna be thinking that you're not cool, you're not somebody they want to be around, because your spirit is on a different level, man. Why is our spirit? Why should our spirit be on a different level than theirs? Because we know what's coming, man. The scriptures say, knowledge increases sorrow, man. So we shouldn't even be in a time of mirth or laughter and, you know, and rejoicing, this and that and the third. You know, yeah, we gotta thank Yahweh Shem Yahweh for, you know, by hastening the day of his return, you know. But you got to understand, the scriptures say if that was the case, it wouldn't be saying he that thinketh that he that thinketh that standeth, you know, could very well fall, roughly paraphrasing it, man. You know, you gotta just have faith, man. Have faith that in hope that Yahweh Shem Yahweh sees us through this, man. So it says in Job 5:18, for he maketh sore and bindeth up, he wounded and his hands made whole. He shall deliver thee in 6 troubles, yea, in 7 there shall no evil touch thee. In famine he shall redeem thee from death, and in war from the power of the sword. Man, you have to have faith and believe in that, man. You know, it says, thou shalt be hid from the scourge of the tongue, neither shalt thou be afraid of destruction when it cometh. Why? Because you're gonna have complete faith in Yahweh Shem Yahweh delivering you. But that's why there's scriptures saying that they shall not love, they shall hate their life even unto death. You know, in the book of Revelation chapter 12:11. You know, strive for the truth unto death, and the Lord shall fight for thee. So we got to have that mentality as well, but at the same time with faith. You know, either way, having faith that we're going to be crowned. You know, verse 22, at destruction and famine thou shalt laugh, neither shalt thou be afraid of the beast of the earth, for thou shalt be in league with the stones of the field, and the beasts of the field shall be at peace with thee. All right, so it says that at destruction and famine thou shalt laugh. You know, yeah, you know, brothers, at that time we're gonna be rejoicing when we do come across food. But at the same time, man, it's you don't want to get to that level of being too overconfident or too, you want to just remain humble, man. That time of true rejoicing is going to be in the time when we're called up into a chariot, man. All right? But I just wanted to bring this out real quick for brothers. There's many other scriptures that you could bring out, to prove and to comfort brothers or whatever. But this is what I wanted to bring out. And, basically, speak to anybody that's listening to these videos and tell you, hey, man, just don't worry. Just keep doing what you got to do, man. Keep pushing and don't stop, man. Just keep going, man. And then Yahweh Shem Al Shai will do his part. All right. So with that.